Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. It's DP Crazy Lady. It is Friday, October 6th, 2023, and it is 1:40 p.m. Getting a late start on diamond painting today. As you can see, I've gotten all the way across the bottom here. That's a nice coverlet that will go over the chair. Slippers, kitten, kitten, another kitten, a kitten. I think they're playing with the Christmas bulbs off the tree. The two cats there, the puppy dog, packages, kitten, and all the other packages. I am now continuing up here, which I have started, and I will maybe do a small whip and chat. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. So I'm going to try and pull you over here, get you into the holder, and see if I can do it without eliminating you and starting over again. So, hold. Okay, let's see how this works. Because I'm going to be diamond painting all over. And there may be times you will see my hands, maybe not. Because I'm working on the color number 9 right now, which is 301. Since there is confetti in all this Christmas tree, I'm doing one color at a time so that I can concentrate on getting areas done. Let's see. Naturally, there was nothing busy today. Today is just a Friday. Yesterday, oh my gosh, grocery shopping day, I hate it. I do for a whole month. So that's, it was awful. I had started out going to Aldi's, which some of these stores you may not know, some of them you will. But I started out at Aldi's. The prices, perfectly honest with you, I spent about $100 and some, 170, I think. Yeah, about $170. And still didn't get everything I needed. I do shop for a whole month. So, and I try to have a little bit of money set aside, to get some things through the month. My extra creamer or bread, milk, stuff, different things like that. Things that you don't, that are going to run out. And if you get too many of it all at once, it could go bad before the end of the month. So from there, I went to Myers, which I don't like that store at all. I went to Myers because they said on their website, or you check their app on the phone, that they had kohlrabi, which is what I've been trying to find. They had it a month or so ago, and that's what I used to, in place of potatoes. So I go there, it says what aisle it's in, and the produce and so on. Go there, finally check with the girl. No, they don't have any. I said, well, then maybe you ought to take it off your app, because if it's not in stock, you should mark, below the app, not in stock. I said, because that's the only reason why I came here. I'm not here to get anything else, just that. So I left that store. Then I had to go to Mark's because that's the only place I can get my very large gallon of my Giarusa olive oil. Giant Eagle carries it, but they're even more expensive than Mark's. So I had to go in another grocery store for one item. Thank goodness I only buy that every 4 to 6 months. Then from there, I had to stop, pick up my daughter's prescriptions. Left there, went to Walmart because that's where I get a lot of my, well, I don't know if you want to call them diabetic items, because they carry a lot of the no sugar products, a lot of the keto breads, and so on and so forth. So went there, spent quite a bit there. They also had, because at one time they had the 60 dozen eggs, and they were like, $10 for 60 eggs, not 6 dozen, 60 eggs. So when the prices jumped up, it jumped up to about $22 for them, and I stopped buying them. So last month I went to buy them, and they were $8. This month they were like 6 something or whatever for 60 eggs. I wasn't going to pass it up, of course. I buy that, and usually it lasts me a couple months for the eggs. So that's what I eat, at least one a day, or every other day. And picked up my cottage cheese, all that stuff. Got, some of the other things that I wanted. We had left here at like, say 11 o'clock. I didn't get home until like 2:30 or something like that, or 2:45. Oh, God, I hate it. I hate that once a month. It's a lot. And I just have a little 2-seater car, and you should have seen the back end of it just piled high, of groceries. But, it got unloaded and, everything put away. So that was done. So that was my busy day yesterday. Today, nothing. This whole weekend, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I mean, other than cooking and that type of thing, and diamond painting. Granny, I saw your video yesterday. I haven't seen one today yet. Probably by the time this one is recorded and uploaded, you'll probably put one out. Yeah, that's a cute little beach type, sea scene. I've seen that one done one time before. It's nice. It turns out nice. Becky, I watched yours, and thanks. I see Raven. The kitty got its name, Raven. I thought it was a cute name. Anyway, yeah, I agree with you about, having one individual try to make you live, their life, that their life is the most perfect. I had sort of an ex-mother-in-law that was a lot like that. If you weren't and you had to be a certain kind of Christian, not not just a Christian. You had to be a certain kind of Christian. So hers was a double whammy, and she didn't live that good of a life to begin with. So I don't know why she could be preaching to anybody else, what was the better way to live. And I was always taught, clean up your own backyard before you start working on mine. So, everybody's got trials and tribulations. Everybody's got issues. And I figure if I'm doing it wrong, I'll find out later. Nobody knows if their way is the right way until the time comes. So, you live it the best way you can, and you take your chances. So, okay. Yeah, Becky, like Lazy Retired Granny said, you're an influencer. So I'm going to explain something to all y'all. I'm on a no-buy list. The no-buy list. And Becky, I think you're the buy bug. And you bit me. I ended up buying something, and I'm not telling anybody what it is until it shows up. And since I'm the only one that knows, there's nobody else to tell it, that can snitch on me. I'm not telling anybody what I bought. I will tell you it is, and I shouldn't have, but yes, it is a diamond art, which I swore I would not purchase again. And I got it from Amazon. And they say it will be here between the 13th, the 13th and the 18th. So when it arrives, then I will unbox it and show y'all what it is. But I'm not telling anybody. Neener. So that's that news. I ended up, having a weak moment last night, and went ahead and ordered it. Dummy me, but I did it. So Becky, I blame you. So you can pay the bill. So let's see. What else? Oh, when I finish this, like I said, I'm hoping that maybe I could get it close to being done before the end of the month or by the end of the month, because then I'm going to start work on a couple Christmas gifts that I have that I want to give, one to my mother and stuff. So I have a couple Christmas gifts. I want to work on at least one. Then I think I'm going to pick one of my tigers that I have from Dreamer Designs, because I own Craftably, Diamond Art, and Dreamer Designs. I have at least one or two of each. I have way more of the Diamond Art because at the time when I was first diamond painting, that's the only company I knew of. Now, see, you're not going to see me diamond painting up in this corner, because if I start moving this, and this is just a number of 9s up here, so, but anyway, when I, ouch, no, I can't do any 9s up there, the plastic's up there, okay. When I first started diamond painting, that's all I heard about was diamond art, so that's why I have so many. And as I had stated before, a lot of them came from the stash. So, all right. So I think I might end up picking one of my tigers. Now, as far as next year, I'm not going to overload myself next year. I know what I want to work on, and that's what I plan on doing. And I see some 9s I missed right there. I'll get them later. In January, I want to do one of my 12-pack, which is my gnome. And I'm going to finish up my teacups, or my coffee cups, because I have 6 left of those to do. And I want to finish those. Where's my colors here? 57. I want to finish those. And starting in January, I'll be able to hang up one a month on my door, because I have those first 6 done. So I want to finish those. Then there's some other ones that I want to diamond paint next year. I want to start working through my older stash. And some of them are rather large. I've got my spanglers. I have, maybe 1 or 2 Pinsons that I might want to work on, but that'll be later. I want to start going through, maybe some of my ones in my portfolios that I have, because I bought them specifically because I liked them and wanted to do them. I knew that they would not take a long, long time. So I think I'm going to spend next year diamond painting what I want to diamond paint. Just spinning the wheel and saying, okay, it's this one, because sometimes there's, I just don't want to. Well, I'm painting this one because I kept promising myself I would paint it, and then I put it off and put it off because I had other things to paint. And then now I'm painting it, and I feel like I'm under pressure, to finish it, to get it done. And I don't like that. Because once I finish this, then I've got something else I got to do, and then another one, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to paint this one, and I'm not pressuring myself into anything else to do other than what I feel I want to paint, because that's the joy of it. That's the addiction of it, and the pleasure. Painting what you like, what you feel like you want to paint, with no pressure behind it. So I'm just going to paint what I want to paint when I want to paint it. I'm going to enjoy like crazy watching what other people are painting, and it may inspire me to join in on whatever, but at the moment I just want to leisurely go through my diamond paintings, my stash. Now at the end of the year in December, if I remember and feel like dragging everything out, and I know there are some who haven't seen them, then there are some who have, but I will go through all my finished stash and do a year in review, just to show you what I have painted since I started in January of this year, of 2023. And that'll be my small, year in review. Of course, I haven't painted as many as Lazy Retired Granny she paints, a lot. Plus, she does a lot more smaller ones, and she can finish. I mean, she's quick. She can finish, a small one in a couple days. Where, yeah, I can finish a small one in a few days, but then I have my larger ones that take me longer. So I'm sure I don't have anywhere near as many as she has. So, but, I will give you all a preview or a view of what I have diamond painted in a year. So, um, I can't think of anything else. Oh, we had storms last night. It rained and rained and rained and rained. And they say possible thunderstorms again this evening. And I did notice our leaves are starting to turn, and we've got a lot of leaves falling. They're all over my car, all over my driveway and my steps, and etc., etc. So I guess it's getting to be almost officially fall, which is fine with me. That just means get enough groceries, don't have to mow grass anymore, and, hunker down and don't leave the house. Time for me to hibernate. So that's what I do. Uh, so I hope you all, are going to have a good weekend. And, if you're not going anywhere, hey, have fun at home. If you're going somewhere, be safe. Try to stay out of other people's way if they're acting crazy. Especially on the weekends. I don't know what it is. It's like they all let loose. And sometimes they let loose on you. So, well, I'm going to go. Sorry, it wasn't very interesting. Oh, before I leave, the puppy is getting a little bit better on the give it thing because we've been really trying to push it. He's still, he gets our remote, but he seems to, whatever he gets in his mouth now, if he gets a little bit of food or a treat, he seems to a little easier to get it out of his mouth. It's not as much of a struggle. So we'll see how it progresses over the next week or so, if it improves, or, if he catches on, which that's what he did the other day. Twice I got the thing off him immediately. He just dropped the thing, took the treat, and, no issue. Third time, I think he figured, hey, wait a minute. This isn't right. We handed him the treat. He dropped what he had in his mouth, took the treat, and immediately grabbed the item back up off the floor so quick that he had both things in his mouth. The treat and the item he wasn't allowed to have. Now, this is how fast that little sucker is. So, it was almost like him thinking it, thinking it out, like, hey, wait a minute, I can get both, and that's what he did. But we managed to get it back from him without too much of a fight or hassle. So, not too bad. So, I will get off here now and get back to my diamond painting. I want to try and finish this whole area here today. And by tonight, I hope. And I can move on to the fireplace. So, and of course, I didn't show you the picture, and I know you guys have seen the picture. And it is, you know, a diamond art. It is a 38-inch, 38.6 inch by 27.6 inch, or 98 centimeters by 70 centimeters, and it's by Dominic Davison. There are 65 colors, and there are 3 ABs. So that's pretty much what it is. And, you know, if I can finish a section like this size every day, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. I could finish this center section here in about 3 to 5 days. Then I have another section here with a smaller section left over at the top, smaller squared. So if it's 5 and 5, you know, this is already the 6th. That would put me to about the 11th or 12th. Then the next area would put me about the 20th. And that last section up there, if I could finish it in 10 days, 10 or 11 days, that takes me to the end of October. But that's putting too much stress on myself. So if I finish it, you know, by that time without pushing myself and you know, relaxing, well then, hey, then that's so be it. If not, well, I still have another couple months, you know, before Christmas. So, all right, I will maybe get back to you, you know, tomorrow or the next day to show you how far I've advanced or not advanced. And like I said, hope you all have a excellent weekend. And saying hi to V too. I've watched your videos, every one of them, every time you put one up. Oh, the one thing that amazes me, I think it's just so funny that, you know, you're in the vehicle, and I assume it is a voiceover, because I know darn well you're not driving and diamond painting. But it just looks and sounds so funny, because you can hear the vehicles, you can hear the trucks passing, you know, you're on the highway wherever you're at, and it is just so, it's hilarious when I watch those, because I could, you know, almost, you know, I'm gonna diamond paint and drive. No, I don't think so. But, you know, hope y'all, you know, have good weather and whatever you're doing. Be safe on the roads as you travel. Have a good one. Diamond painting crazy lady. Definitely crazy lady. I'm out. Bye-bye.